Hey, it's Will Swain from Marketing Results, and I'd like to share with you a little video case study that walks you through a little technique that we've come across that can actually help you to double the impact of your engagement sequences and your lead nurturing sequences. So it's a nice high leverage technique that you can apply in a wide variety of situations to get a really great result. So let me explain how this works. So you're no doubt aware of the role of what we call a lead magnet, which is a resource that you give away to prospects to tell them a little bit more about how you help and how you solve their problems as a prelude to generating leads down the track. So I've got on my screen here one example, and this is a special report called the Financial Services Lead Generation Guide, which is a PDF download, and the user can click on this button and enter in their email and get the resource. So when you actually give away a resource like this, whether it be a PDF guide like this or a video or something like that, what you actually find is that anywhere between 20, 30, 40% of people will actually access the thing they've just requested. Up to 80% of people never actually click on or access the thing that they just requested like a few minutes ago. And that's probably because we've all got too many things in our inbox, we've all got too many things to do. So this technique is around fixing that problem. So conceptually, I'll just walk you through what we're going to do here. So in a moment, I'll actually show you how we would actually make this happen in Infusionsoft, which is our marketing automation system. But let's just look at the strategy itself. So you'll have a web page where you have your free giveaway, and I've called mine How Target Market Can Achieve a Desired Result or Solve a Significant Problem, which is a great formula for titling your giveaway, your lead magnet. And then once the user requests that, you send them to a thank you page, which will sometimes have another offer, like, contact us for a consultation, or sometimes offer them something free and unexpected that they didn't actually expect. You don't normally actually deliver the resource on that page because first we want to go through this little process we'll show you here. So at the same time, you'll send them an email that says, access the report you requested or the video you requested. And then you insert some smarts into your marketing automation system to see if they actually click on the link. And as I said, up to 80% of people never actually click on the link for these things. So if you've got only 20% of people clicking on the link, this technique is aiming to get that to say 40 or 50%, which can then double your results. So let's say that they do click on the link. Then they click on the link and you deliver the actual report that you promised them, or the video that you promised them. And then you send them straight through to, or your email system sends them their email saying, hey, great, you've clicked on the link, you've absorbed the report, or you've seen the report, what did you think? And then you proceed into your nurturing sequence, so email 2, email 3, email 4, 5, 6, up to email N. But what about the people who don't click? So if they don't click, then you'll send them an email maybe a day later that says, hey, your report is still waiting for you. And then if they still don't click, you send them an email maybe a couple of days later that maybe gives them a number one tip out of your report to get them excited about them again and get them clicking and absorbing that report again. Now at any time, if they do actually click in response to your reminder emails, then they'll go into your, hey, you've clicked on the report, well done, and you go into your email sequence. But if they still don't click on it, then you can then just put them into a second email that might reference the fact that, okay, you perhaps haven't seen the report yet, but we've still got some great value to share with you, and then you send them into your sequence moving forward. So the little tweak here is this little subroutine to give them a few reminders to absorb the report. And this is all based on the thinking that if you've got a pretty good report or a pretty good lead magnet, then getting people to absorb that is the first battle. If they absorb it, you've got a pretty good chance of creating more engagement and obviously increase your chance of forming a quality conversation with this particular prospect. Okay, so that's the high-level strategy, and you can implement that in whatever marketing automation system you have. Something like a Weber or MailChimp or an email marketing system probably isn't sophisticated enough to do this. Something like Infusionsoft, Ontraport, Marketo, Pardot, something like that is sophisticated enough to do this. So we use Infusionsoft, and we recommend Infusionsoft. So I'll show you how this would actually work in Infusionsoft. And this is really a flowchart of this campaign. So initially, the prospect fills in their email address here, and they receive some emails. So I'll just walk you through what these emails look like. So the first email says, here's the report you requested. And then let's assume that they don't click on the email. So a day later, they'll get the second reminder. Your report is waiting for you. And they still don't click. So 2 days later, they'll get another reminder that says, the number one tip. And then we'll have another delay of 2 days until we go on to the next thing. I'll just go back here. Now, the way that Infusionsoft works is at any time, if they click the link in the report, then it's going to satisfy this goal, which is sitting up here. And the goal is a tag, which says, clicked link to special report. So within the emails in this initial sequence here, we have a little tag that fires or is applied to the contact whenever they click the link. If they don't click the link, then it's never applied. If they do click it, it's applied. So the moment that's applied, the way this logic works is it'll immediately pull them out of the sequence and they won't get any more reminders. And it'll pop them into this sequence. And I've set this up so that it would trigger maybe 30 minutes after they click the link. And maybe this email says, what did you think? And the messaging around this email could be, hey, I noticed you just checked out my special report. What did you think? As you know, the number one way to solve problem X is to do A, B, and C, et cetera, et cetera. If you'd like to have more of a discussion about how we can solve this in your situation, then contact us to chat or have a consultation or whatever your next offer is. However, if they don't click on the link and they just proceed right through the sequence, this goal will not be satisfied and they'll actually drop into this alternative sequence, which is called the non-progressive sequence and assumes that they didn't click on the link. So in this sequence, they'll get another email and this might have some, in this example, some quick tips. So quick tips for solving X, and the kind of narrative of that email might say, you may not have time to check out my special report yet, but I wanted you to share with you 3 ways that people in target market have solved problem X using my methods. And then you're sort of aligning to the fact that they haven't yet had time to absorb the resource, and you're reacting accordingly. And then after either of these sequences, in this example, they just all sort of join into the next email in the sequence. So if they haven't contacted you, then they'll start getting the next email in the sequence, and you can put as many emails as you like at the end here. So this little technique is just a really, really cool way to get that initial engagement, which is so critical at the front end. Make sure that people don't forget about you, increase your click-through rates, increase your consumption rates, and just doing that alone is a really good way to spike quality leads and sales. I hope you give this a go and let me know how you get on.